There's a lot of talk in this generation that, kind of like the Holy Ghost is some optional thing of being a Christian. But the word of the Lord refutes that totally. So the name of this song is None of His. If you have not the Spirit of Christ, no matter what you may do or say, if you have not the Spirit of Christ, it doesn't suffice. You are not His if you have not the testimony, the assurance from heaven, the Spirit that cries, Abba, Father. If you have not the Spirit of Christ, I'm here to tell you, as a friend, you won't iterate. The Spirit of Christ is not an optional thing. It is most necessary for your salvation. The Spirit of Christ, nothing else will suffice. It's what changes a sinner to a saint, the Spirit of Christ. When He hung and died there on that torture tree, the Calvary's cross, dying for yours and mine iniquity. When He hung there and bled and died, that's the only thing that will suffice to give us the Spirit of Christ. The Spirit of Christ that said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. The Spirit of Christ, nothing else will suffice. So when others tell you it's not necessary, just understand His word will stand. If any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of His. He is none of His. It's one of the acid markers of whether you're going home. The Spirit of Christ, nothing else will suffice. We must have that sweet fellowship with Him, the Spirit of Christ that changes our vile thoughts to be focused on Him, the Spirit of Christ that makes us like the Lamb, the Spirit of Christ that imputes righteousness to us, the Spirit of Christ that causes the adoption of a body, salvation complete, the Spirit of Christ, the Spirit of Christ Nothing else will suffice. You must have the Spirit